Hi everyone, we are back on our YouTube channel, Raid Oversimplified. Barbarian crypts or open earlier today. I made it all the way to stage 15 before with a level 50 Atture before eventually everything just kind of collapsed and I was able to talk myself into building a second Valkyrie to replace Atture after last week's repeated failures on stage 16. So today I was able to get through stages 16, 17, and 18. I think that's pretty good progress for the Barbarian faction. I was only able to make 3 attempts at stage 19. I woke up kind of late today and it's NFL Sunday, so it was pretty close to reset by the time I started doing faction wars. From those 3 attempts, I am 90 to 95% certain that I will not be able to clear stage 19 with this team as it is. We will absolutely have to replace Kalia. The only reason I have her in here is because she was the very first epic I pulled, so I 6-starred her and she is the only other Barb I have at 60. She really is not doing very much. If anything, she is making it harder for my Eltan to revive Turvold by at least providing one more target for that revival and also just stealing kills here and there. I think the obvious choice for this spot would be the recently released Elder Skarg, just released actually, maybe about 2 days ago. I don't have him. But I think what the Barbarians faction is really missing in Faction War is something with defense down, weaken, and hopefully some other debuffs. Aina has them both. I looked through the index, but her defense down is on a 5-turn cooldown. I don't think that's quick enough, especially since she can't leverage Cycle of Violence. I know that Yotan has the weaker version of defense down on his A1, but the rest of his kit isn't really useful for Faction War. I think the best right now might actually be High Katoon, but what I'm basically getting at here is that there is no extremely obvious replacement that just jumps off the page. If they had something like a Venus or a Dracomorph, I would be all on board with that and make the commitment to build them in an instant, but unfortunately this faction does not have that. The strategy for this team is basically to have the Valkyries trading off, placing shields on everyone and provide some crowd control. I do not have the right Valk tomed at all, so her shield is on a 4-turn cooldown and the middle Valk is on a 3-turn cooldown, so it's enough in theory to be able to rotate. The middle one is on provoke set and the right one is on a stun set. I would put them both on provoke if I had a second usable provoke set, but I don't. The Eltan is he's in here to provide a speed, yeah, that'd be great, to provide a defense buff to complement the Valkyries and also to land that last hit to bring back Turvold when he dies. Turvold is built damage. I have also stacked a ton of speed on him. He is also using Helm Splitter. The difference between when it activates and when it doesn't is huge. For example, if I hit like 38k when it doesn't activate with one hit of his A3, sometimes the next hit I think hits for like 57 or something ridiculous like that. When that Helm Splitter does activate, that just really goes to show you how much defense these mobs have. He currently has 6 pieces of crit damage gear equipped. I would really like to test the Savage set on him. Savage gear is so hard to farm and roll, but Turvold is definitely at the front of the line for it. I have just never had his A3 not one-shot anything before stage 17, so I haven't had a reason to gear him with Savage. Kalia, like I said, is just in here to chill to meet the minimum attendance requirement for the 3 stars. I don't really have anything else to say about this. I think the faction is missing an adequate debuffer for Faction War. Maybe one of the epics I mentioned can do it with some extreme artifacts and extensive testing, but I'm pretty comfortable with 18 knowing that I have the building blocks here for the last 3 stages. if something gets released. I was able to pass stage 16 fairly easily. The whole thing was less than 3 minutes, and nothing was exceptionally dangerous, so I don't really feel the need to show it here. These two stages didn't have anything terribly nasty either. Soul Drinker on stage 18 wave 2 got me with bombs, but they didn't do a whole lot of damage. Stage 18 wave 3 here actually looks pretty dangerous. Seeker, Allure, Nethril, and Blood Gorged are all problems in their own way. I would prefer to take out the Seeker first, but I know I can't one-shot him, and I don't want to proc his defense up. Blood Gorge has an ignore defense on A3. I feel like he would definitely one-shot someone if given the opportunity to use it. Allure's defense down is obviously a problem, and of course there's Nethril. All in all, I didn't think there was an easy solution here on this stage, so just had to tough this one out. Anyways, thanks for watching. Likes and comments are always appreciated. I hope you're enjoying the grind, and have a great day.